So, okay, here we go. This is for Cancer's magician. Can you see that okay? I hope so. I do hope so. So, Cancer is the... Is it? I've got that right. I hope so. Yeah, it's the Chariot card. Okay. Now, the Chariot card implies a lot of movement. And one thing I've forgotten to mention in the other two is you've got Hermes or Mercury. It's the fastest planet. So that's why all these talk about movement and like quick, swiftness and what have you. So all of these three signs have the properties of the Chariot in them. Okay, so we can put that card to one side now. If you are a Two of Cups, you're part of the well, let's see, the Queen of Cups starts in Gemini, and so the first decan and the second decan of Cancer, let's leave that there. This is water, water, water. So what we're focusing on here is the Three of Cups. So that is the 2nd of July to the 11th of July, the beginning and the end of that card. If you look at that as a date, as a time, as the decan. So the 12th of July is where the Four of Cups kicks in. Now, because this has already done its third decan there, because it's always one off, in comes the Knight of Swords for Leo. It's the introduction of fire comes in there. So if you were born on the 2nd of July, you're safely within water. You're safely within water, water, water. So you don't have to traipse across an element there. But if you were born on, let's say, the 11th of July or the 12th of July, you're on this cusp where the fire comes in. So you're negotiating water, 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 fire. So out of the four there, you're, instead of being 100% water, you're down to 75% water, 25% fire, if we look at it that way. I'm just going to bring these in here for now so I can get rid of them. It's the same sequence as your superpower, because it's the same sequence that runs through all the magician cards and all these other cards. So anybody here has the Empress as their superpower, and that will be just as strong as a magician or a high priestess. So the whole thing about this is I've been sort of accused of being, oh, the big magician. No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm having a lot of fun exploring my magician. If my enthusiasm for exploring me has been mistaken as sort of being obstreperous, then actually it's not. I'm just having a lot of fun doing it, and that's other people's mistake, which I'm not going to apologise about. So if you're born on the 2nd of July, for example, you're negotiating these two superpowers because you're on this cusp here. Okay. If you're born on the 11th of July or the 12th of July, again, you've got the magician and the high priestess as your superpowers, or secret superpower. I mean, it's picking it up a bit, but it's nice to say your secret superpowers, because everyone just goes, oh, well, you're the Chariot. Well, you're a lot more than the Chariot. So again, it's the same sequence, because I mean, I'm the Eight of Wands, which is here, and I've got to deal with the magician and the Empress as well. But here I've got the Seven of Cups. So I've got to bridge that gap there. But I'm King of Wands, King of Wands. So my elemental shift comes here rather than up here. You've got it up here, going from the Queen of Cups to the Knight of Wands, which I always think that's a little bit like Lady Godiva, if you think about it. Anyway, when you mix those two energies. So let's look at the story of Cancer. it's coming together, or you having a growth spurt, if you see what I mean. But let's look at it as the love thing. So it's two people coming together. So let's look at it in an arc. Two people coming together, and this is the honeymoon period. Lovely. But somewhere in here, it starts turning over because this person's not happy. Not happy at all. So if you're born on this cusp here, you've got to get used to, I'm going to use, let's look at this as having a lot of drinks here with friends, but then having to deal with the come down after, the hangover, or whatever you want to call it. This is sort of like limerence here. And this is almost like divorce, sort of. You know? So you're in the middle of this here. Keep away from the knife tool, Archangel Michael. So it depends on where you're born within the 2nd to the 11th of July. So whereabouts are you on the festivities? I mean, what's there? So that's 9 days, isn't it? So let's do 4 days in. Around about the 6th of July, 7th of July, you're at the peak. So that's probably one of the happiest days in the year to be born, I should imagine, the 6th, 7th of July. Because you're halfway through this celebration. You're lovely nestled in here. You're safe from having to deal with that cusp there. It's water, 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 water. So it's love, 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 love. So it depends what elements you're mixing and how happy you are in that element. But that is water upon water upon water. Maybe it makes you one of the neediest people because water needs a structure. So maybe you're forever looking for a vase or a cup to be, you need something to hold on to, because water does. Fire moves about, earth is solid. Water needs to be in something, it needs a scaffolding or a structure. So anyway, I hope this helps. This is just a little, I'm just sharing the findings that I've come across and just putting it across the board, just to share these sort of secret superpowers, let's call it. Let's big it up a bit. Okay, the secret superpowers. And I'm doing the magician at the moment. So I hope that's been interesting and helpful to anybody with the 3 of Cups is their natal tarot card. Take good care.